Hey folks, BC7 here. How's everybody doing today? I've been sort of alluding to in my other two series that I have yet a third farming series that I'd either like to start a Let's Play or at least give you guys a look at. And I mentioned this, and it was supposed to actually come down a few days ago. There was some issues with the launcher. Apparently I was not alone in that, and a patch was released, the launcher was fixed, the game now works, all of that good stuff. And this is it. It's called The Planner Farming. Kinda doesn't really roll off the tongue, but this is from a series called Der Planner. Yes, indeed, a German simulator series. This is the first time I've ever seen any of the titles offered in English, and I've seen them all over the place. They have covered pretty much everything, and some of them looked so cool. Now, the reason I haven't just jumped right into this one as a Let's Play is because this is not get behind the wheel of the tractor and drive it up and down the field. This is more of a Tycoon type game. This is Farming Giant, basically, in 2013. In all the normal settings that you'd expect. Again, being a, not exactly it's not like it's a first-person shooter, but you get some fair range on your graphic settings. You get shadows, you get separate volumes for the speech volume and all of that stuff. So there's enough there from what the game is, put it that way. Okay. But again, this is a management simulator, and that's something to keep in mind. Okay. Okay, I would assume that this would be the latest one, so how's that look? Good? Alright. So, let's hope this all loads up just hunky-dory. I have played a little bit of it. Yeah, it's right away you can see the sort of Farming Giant type similarities. This is my little farm here. Ooh, newborn in the cowshed. So I'm just going to pause it here so it doesn't run away on me. Another newborn in the cowshed. Okay. I'm in the campaign. The campaign is basically sort of a little walkthrough. Takes you through all aspects. You start with just, a small farmhouse, and very much like the Tycoon equivalents of these games, you click on it and it'll bring information up on it. So that's my farmhouse. That's what you start with, and then you get a place for your workers, and you get to hire from quite an interesting list of workers with different skills, and the skills they advance. See, she's about to go up a level in field work because I've used her quite a bit because she was high in field work, but she knows nothing about machinery. Right, but I have workers that are really good at machinery, and he's about to go up another level because I've been making him do all the repairs, right? So yeah, it's got that sort of a management edge to it that's really quite cool. You have your garage. Your garage, for people that play RPGs, they'll love this because you end up playing vehicle Tetris inside. See, I've got one little square left empty. So this little garage is about as full as it gets. And then you can click on something and it'll bring up information. Now, I think everything I have, is, okay. Like this guy here, okay, he says reliability 92%, condition 94%, right? You have to repair items. So let's pick the guy that will repair it. Again, we have our guy that's super good at machinery, so he'd be my choice. That would take him 1 day, and it's only going to cost us €10. Okay. Alright, so at the end of a day, this thing will be like shiny new. These are the implements we've bought so far, and you buy each one as you progress, as you make the money to do it. Right? And then we have our cowshed. This works a little different than the Farming Giant one, and it's quite in-depth. As you can see here, there's our cows, and over here is the breeding pen. Right, there's our regular full size. Whoa, that's I adjusted the camera sensitivity last time. I don't think I quite have it right yet. And then the breeding pen, and that's down on this side. So, but when you get into, like, here's the cows that I own. It tells you how old they are, right? You can see 3 of them are pregnant. Right, and I'm just waiting for them to have young. That's what that little ding newborn in the cow shed, and I'll show you that in a moment. And it shows you how much they're producing, right? Now, they're obviously not producing when they're just about to give birth, but they'll start producing again right afterwards. And then you got to look through, and this one here, yeah, she's probably about ready to sell. I don't know. Maybe not quite yet. Let's fatten her up a bit and see what we'll let that go for now. And then you can go into your young cows. See, I got a couple of guys working in here, and you'll notice they're both pretty good with livestock breeding, right? And they're both about to pop another level in that too, which is really cool, really cool. When you go into your accommodation one, you can adjust their wages. So if their little happy face ain't so happy anymore, usually a little uppage in the wages will do. Alright, so we just had 2 calves born. Now here's the deal. If they're bulls, you immediately send them to the old butcher shop. Okay. If they're girls, then after a period of time they grow up and you can ship them into the stable where they'll provide milk. Okay, milk goes into these tanks, veal into these tanks, the boys, and then you get your silos here that you build. And all of these items, you build them just as you do. Unlike the Giant series, you luckily don't have to do roads and such. I own a few of these fields, but when you click on a field, it gives you the different stats on it and stuff. Now, right now, it's the middle of winter, so there's only so much I can do, right? Like it says this one's ready for sowing, but it won't let me get very far because I can't sow it because the ground is frozen. Alright, you'll notice it's actually 1 degree Celsius right now, so yeah, not so good. It's the 15th of February 2014. Lovely. So there you go. But anyway, it is fairly detailed. As I say, not only does each building give you, but then you've got your, here's your menu. These are things I can build so far. And like most of these, that list unlocks more and more and more items as you sort of, you know, expand what you're doing, harvest more crops, get more cows, do more things. This list expands, right? Same goes through for all of it, right? You know, the gear you can get, general. Ooh, I've unlocked large tractors now. This is the guy I bought originally, just a small tractor. There's occasionally used stuff on the market that you can buy, right? Oh, there's a mower. Nice. We can get grass for our cows. And weeders, plows, loading wagons. I think I have the same one in FS13, that exact wagon, actually. I think I have that cultivator as well. But, right, and different machines for sowing, harvesting, for caring for your fields. And then, like I said, you want to save a couple bucks, you can hit the used market. So that's machinery. This is your trade market, right? This is where you take what you have in storage, which would be goods stock. There we go, what we have in stock. At the moment, I have lots of milk, and I have some veal. Okay? Well, obviously, because all I'm really doing right now is cows. If I want to build more buildings, I have to buy another construction field. Like that guy there would run me $34,000. Don't quite have enough at the moment, right? So again, so we know we have veal and we have milk, right? So we can go to goods, let's say milk, and who wants some milk? Don't see much going on for milk at all. No buyers for milk at the moment. That's okay. What else did we have? We do have some veal. Any offers for veal? I think I might have seen some. Here we go, these guys. So, and like most, you have to a certain date to make your delivery. In this case, the 1st of the 5th. So yeah, quite a long while, but then they do want 4,500 kilos of veal. right? And that's what they'll pay for it. This is what you pay in a penalty if you don't deliver it on time. That's what they're paying per pound, right? And you can, there's your job market. Here's people you can hire. So if you build another place, you can hire more people, right? And it tells you what they're good at. This guy, livestock breeding, doesn't know a damn thing about field work and not much about machinery. This guy here, you need a mechanic, he'd do, right? He can work in the barn and he's a good mechanic. Same with this guy, right? Kind of a jack of all trades, etc., etc. Like this guy, really good. But again, the wages go along with it. That guy's $800 and he's pretty good at everything, right? Somebody that's not that good in anything, he's $500 a month. So yeah. So and then you have this skill list sort of thing. You pay and you work your way up, right? Like this is the only one I've got active right now, and it's the cost of field work is 10% lower on everything that I do, and that actually adds up pretty good, right? Oh right, this is the task that I currently have, like to make my next goal. I'm a long way from it because either of those items is about 5 times as much money as I have, but there we go. That's the last button, brings up tasks. So to say, it is fairly, there's precipitation, there's temperature, there's your current ranking done by dollars, how much you have currently earned, right? So, and yeah, there's a overlay map of the entire area, right? Here's our current field. So we also have these 2 areas that we can build on, and then I think I currently own 4 fields. I've bought 4 of these as part of the tutorial. So there you go. But that pretty much is the game in a nutshell. You know, like I say, when you go to sow a field, the tractor will come out with the right tool, and you pick which one you want to use, etc. You know, like if we go to sow, we have to pick who's going to drive it. Well, she's our best field person. We have a tractor, we have a sower, but you'll notice no crops will come up. Yeah. The reason for that is because nothing can be planted right now. Like I say, it's 1 degree Celsius outside. The ground is as hard as a stone. But it tells you here what you've got to get happening, etc., etc. How much area is ready to be sown, and then once it's all sown, it'll tell you what the next thing is ready. I just did a manure run over it. That's why all these numbers are back up again, even though I've already gotten some wheat and some corn, I believe, was the other thing I've harvested so far. So yeah, there you go. Quick overview of the game. What I'd like from you guys is let me know if you're interested in me doing a Let's Play of it. Alright, there's also a free mode, right? Like I say, campaign, I'm basically still in the tutorial end of the campaign. It seems to have a lot more. Like I've just discovered that you can have an illness in your cow shed and you have to call a vet, and that costs a certain amount of money, and a little timer counts down, and when it's done counting down, your cows are better and away you go again, right? So there you go. But there's a quick overview of it. Again, it is called The Planner and Farming. The Planner, Farming. So, until next time, this has been Species 7. Again, please let me know, guys. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, but let me know if you'd like to see a Let's Play of this particular game. Be glad to do it for you. But until then, take care of each other, and ciao for now.